Hey everybody, June Simmons back for day 20 of the SalesVision Business Games video challenge. And I told you that I would read some in this Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson and let you know a little bit about what I learned. It's been a really busy day. I have my grandbabies and so I've been with them all day long, but I read the foreword and it was amazing. It was by Dean Graziosi. And so it was so good, I want to share it with you. So I'm just going to read the foreword to you for today. So here's the foreword. It says, $25,000, do I hear a 30? The voice of the auctioneer was fast, and the suspense built as the bidding got higher and higher. Yes, I said, $30,000 from the back, black-haired gentleman in the front. 40, a voice from behind me said. 45,000, the man in the black. 45, I said. $45,000. I couldn't see who was bidding against me, but when the auctioneer arrived at $50,000, I decided to stop bidding. To my surprise, so did the person behind me. The auctioneer yelled out, "Number 27, you win the bid." I was number 27. I had won. I was bidding to name a commercial Virgin Atlantic plane. Yes, I know that may sound pretentious, but it was for a great cause. About 12 years before writing this, I was at one of Richard Branson's charity events. I had met Richard several years earlier when a friend and I raised a lot of money for a charity, Virgin Unite. At this charity event, I decided I'd go all in. Richard was paying for all the bills for the charity, and 100% of the money we donated was going to help those who needed it the most. Well, the gentleman 3 tables behind me had come to the same conclusion, which is why it was going to cost me $50,000 to name a plane. After I won the bid, Richard stood up and proclaimed, "Why fight over it, boys? I'll give it to both of you for $50,000 each. And it's all going to charity." The person who walked up on stage with me who was bidding against me, was a young man who looked 10 years younger than he actually was. His name was Russell Brunson. It was the first time I'd actually met him in person. What a charming guy he was. He was there for the same reason I was, is to help many people in need. There were people in the room that day who were super famous, a lot richer and way more well-known than Russell and I were. But he was the guy who left the mark on me. I didn't really get to know Russell until a few years later, but when I did, I realized that he was one of the most humble, smart, ambitious, energetic, and authentic human beings I'd ever met. What most impressed me was how he talked about helping entrepreneurs grow faster. He talked about them as if they were his children, with an authentic excitement. That's very rare in our world today. Russell's focus was never on how much money he was going to make, or how big he was going to make his business was going to get. He was always looked through the lens of how to help people go faster. He took that energy and passion and confounded a company called ClickFunnels, which has revolutionized the way people use the internet to turn their ideas into sellable products and services. Russell has truly given people a faster way to make an impact and profit from their ideas. Russell's passion drove ClickFunnels to become one of the fastest growing software as a SaaS company in all time, creating massive impact to tens of thousands of lives around the world. The overwhelming success people have gotten from using Russell's software and trainings is unprecedented. But that's not the only reason that you need to read this book. The global economy and how we consume products and information has already changed drastically, and it will continue to evolve. Those who don't have the necessary skills and capabilities to sell their products and services, to market their brick and mortar companies, or to create funnels and bring customers to their doors will be left behind. I'm not saying that to scare you, but understand that I am not just taking a wild guess. I see it coming, and I have the same passion Russell does. I've been blessed to be in a self-educated industry for 22 years. I am a multiple New York Times bestselling author, and I've been able to start 13 companies that have generated over $1 billion in sales. These opportunities have positioned me at the edge of this world, and I can see the change coming. Is there any worse feeling than being left behind? Russell Brunson's passion for helping you avoid that feeling is why he wrote this book. And my shared passion is why I wrote this forward. This book reveals the most cutting-edge way to drive eyeballs to your product and service to help people find you. There's a classic movie with Kevin Costner called Field of Dreams. It's about building a baseball stadium in the middle of nowhere. The movie is great, but it sends a bad message that people will come simply by something being built. Unfortunately, too many people in business have taken this concept literally and have decided to run their business that way. They think that if they build the best product or service, invent the best widget, create the best mastermind, or write the best book, that the world will just find it. They think that as long as they build the best product or service, people will just show up to buy it. The reality is, they won't just come. Unless people know you exist and you give them a compelling reason to come find you, they aren't coming. Without good marketing and good ideas, you will just be that, good ideas. Imagine looking back when you were 80 years old and feeling like you just dabbled with 20 different great ideas but never really made the impact that you desired. It doesn't have to be that way. Russell's expertise is massive, and he uses all of it in this book to expose the new way to drive the right people to your product, service, idea, company, mastermind, or book. He's given you secrets that no one has revealed in this way before, and it does in a simplistic manner that makes his lessons easy to absorb and understand. He reveals exactly how to drive traffic to your business, product, or website. This is one of those books that, if consumed and applied properly, could be a game changer for your life. By the time you're done reading this book, you will understand so much more clearly and certain online companies are thriving and why others are struggling. You will understand why the business you started in the past didn't get the results that you had hoped for. You might also realize the reason why you're already doing so well and learn how you can do even better. The world has changed, and for those who don't know how to pivot, a life of struggle may lie ahead. Or, less dramatic but equally sad, yours could be a life, a purpose unrealized. A life in which you don't tap into your next level and you never reach your full potential. If this powerful book, Russell Brunson opens his heart and shares the tactics and strategies necessary to make sure that you reach your full potential. Hold on tight and discover what it's like to profit, make an impact, and create a company with momentum that thrives in the world today. Dean Graziosi. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Well, I will continue to read this and let you know what I'm learning from it. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. If you're watching it on Facebook, give a like, a love, a comment, and follow my journey. Thanks, guys.